MULLEN fell by 3% on Monday's trading session, leaving many investors scared. So is this a bad sign or should you buy? Stay focused while we go through recent news as well as my chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for regular stock market updates. The price fell from 20.3 cents to 19.3 cents with a weaker than usual trading volume of 127 million, valuing the company at $320 million. While investors shouldn't be scared of such falls since the entire market is performing poorly, it's important to note that David Missouri's silence and inaction on this matter is a red flag. Many investors have stated their concern about David's behavior on Twitter, where one user said that investors who purchased at $10 are down 95% and they'll lose trust if he doesn't work and deliver on his words. Next up, two jobs have been posted, with one being a sales vice president position and another being a sales associate for MULLEN'S Motors. In our opinion, all of these factors are confusing as one indicates bad times and the other indicates growth. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for MULN. And as always, we'll first analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and to end it off, we'll get to the 5-minute chart. But right off the bat, we can see that today, on 29th November, we're in a gap up, right? Of course, we fell down on 28th, but at the same time, we can see that a similar pattern has been occurring for the past few days, right? Where we get a gap up, fall down, gap up, fall down, gap up, fall down. And will a similar thing happen today? Well, we'll have to take into consideration a few factors, right? So the first one, of course, tomorrow is 30th November, the most crucial day for the MULN stock, and that is exactly why the video is titled The Turning Point, because on 30th November, we'll see a turning point for the MULN stock and MULN, or rather MULLEN Automotive as a company, because tomorrow we'll get to know whether the Delpack Logistics deal will go through or not, right? It was one of the best, or rather one of the biggest deals that MULN has ever signed, right? Where they would supply 600 commercial vehicles to Delpack Logistics, which is Amazon's official delivery partner. And according to some information that we received recently, and we also made a video on that like a few weeks ago, right? MULN was supposed to deliver 300 vans before 30th November, right? This 30th November right here, right? They were supposed to deliver 300 vans before that. So if we get to know that on 30th November, they actually do deliver on that, and they do give out 300 vans to Delpack Logistics, that will send the stock sky high. And trust me on this, right? Because it would mean that a MULLEN vehicle, first up, would finally be out on the road. And secondly, they'll be working with an Amazon partner. And third, of course, they will receive pretty much the same pedestal as Rivian, the company that has been partnered with Amazon, right? So, of course, if we take all of those things into consideration, MULLEN would probably shoot up like 100% in a single day, right? Because, of course, that's crazy news, right? We might see a similar candle as to this one over here, where we went up by about 50% in a single day, right? That might happen again. And of course, I personally am wishing that it happens, but in case that it does not happen, what's going to happen? Well, straight up, we're going to go down, we're going to go down, go down, go down, and we'll probably break first 18 cents and 17.5 cents as well, if you ask me, right? Because that's a really negative factor, right? If you cannot deliver on 30th November, the game's over, right? Game's over. Everything's gone. But of course, I'm not telling this to you. I'm not telling you this because I want you guys to be scared. I just want you to make the best investing decision for yourself so your investment does not go to waste, right? At the same time, it is not financial advice. It's just my own opinion. But, right, remember that, of course, this stuff is risky. MULLEN, MMAT, such small cap companies are really risky. And that's why you should always trade with caution. Now, there are two scenarios, right? If I were to give you guys my long-term prediction, if we go through with the Delpack deal on 30th November, then probably my long-term prediction would be something like this level over here, right? The 60-cent range. But then again, we need to consider the fact that, with all of the reverse split and again, dilution stuff going on, right? That might cause another hit to the stock that might dent the stock even further. And then we might not be able to achieve this target, right? And even if the stock goes up, right, it starts trading, let's say, in the 20 cent, or well, not 20 cent, $2 or $3 range, right? Your shares are eventually gonna go down because that's how a reverse split works. So you'll be at the same price, right? You'll be basically at the same level. And even though they're doing it to comply with Nasdaq policies, I don't really see the reason, right? If your company is not worth it, then why even try, right? Why are you even trying? So that's why I personally wish that Mullen, since Mullen is so great, Mullen is a great company. That's my personal opinion, of course, right? No financial advice. And that's why I'm kind of mad. I won't say mad, but I'm just a bit sad that David Mishery is not really doing something to control this absolutely crazy bearish run, which has pretty much even cancelled out all of his recent deals like ELMS and stuff, right? And that's just really disappointing to look at. But of course, if we want to analyze the stock further, we will have to jump on into the 1 hour chart. So let's do that. So now that we're in the 1 hour chart for MULN, we can see that we had a mixed reaction on Monday's trading session. Of course, the volumes were rather faded away, right? We just got a million shares traded in the first like 1 hour, right? And closing in, last candle got only 235,000 shares traded, which is really bad, right? It's probably like just 23 or $25,000. That's really, really low, right? Like $50,000, I guess, right? Somewhere around there. But anyways, it's really low. And if we look at the previous day's volume, we did get a lot of candles with 1,800,000 and such volumes, right? And that's pretty much what I expect from MULN. Now, if I were to tell you guys what's going to happen today, in my opinion, right, I personally believe that, of course, we'll get another bearish trend, right? We're not going to sustain this rally that we got. We're not going to sustain this uptrend, right? We'll probably kind of take a deep dive around the 19-cent range, test it as a support again, and we might even break it tomorrow, someday in the future. Of course, if the Delpack Logistics deal is, finished and it goes through, then most definitely we'll be able to see a jump in the price. But if not, then 19-cent resistance, you can say bye to it. So if I were to give you guys a price prediction for the 1 hour chart, or rather just for Tuesday and, this week, for example, then I'd probably say that we'll end off Tuesday, or rather, well, what day is it? Yeah, it's Tuesday. So we'll probably end off Tuesday around probably 19.2 cents, somewhere around here, right? We'll eventually get back into this range, kind of squeeze in here, see some indecision, right? And then I believe that the next day, as I already told you, 30th November will be the game changer. It will be the turning point on whether MULN is a hit or a miss. But with that, we'll have to analyze the pre-market as well. So let's quickly jump on into the 5-minute chart. So now that we're in the 5-minute chart, let me quickly zoom out a bit and let me get the extended trading hours so we can see what's going on in the pre-market as well. Well, there you go. We're already kicking off a bearish trend, right? We were in a gap up at the price of pretty much, we hit 20 cents. We even crossed 20 cents. We got resisted around 20.20, right? That's kind of funny, 2020, 2022, right? We got resisted around 2020. And after that, of course, we did get resisted again around 20 cents, 2010, right? 2012. After that, of course, we fell down, took support around 1960. Again, went up, resistance 1990, fell down, currently taking support at 19.7. So what's going to happen today, as I already told you, this is a clear indication that we'll be getting a bearish trend today, right? Even yesterday, we can see that after getting this massive rally over here for some reason on Friday, right? We can see that, went down after market, pre-market, again, we went down, but it was pretty much exhausted, right? The entire bearish trend was exhausted in this range. That's why we pretty much ended, or rather started the day off over here. Again, we did fall down and we did kick off another bearish trend, right? Like if we analyze the entire day's performance, it's pretty bad. And some main support and resistance levels were 19.15, 19.35, right? I'm talking cents now, of course. 19.35, 19.5, right? Somewhere around here, 19.2. So these are some important levels and they'll probably matter today as well. So let's see where the market takes us. Of course, there's another level around 19.6, right? So again, let's see how, where the market takes us. I personally am, again, as I already told you, MULLEN and all of these penny stocks, right? It's best to trade them usually according to the news and fundamentals and stuff, right? Technical analysis does not work that much on these stocks. So I personally am short-term bearish and long-term bullish. But then again, I'm pretty much in an indecision, and my decision will be made tomorrow when we get an update on the Delpack deal. But with that being said, of course, remember that this most definitely is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before you trade. If, however, you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. You can subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for more such videos, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.